From now on, your Delta Tau Chi name is Weasel. From now on, your name is Mothball.
Welcome to our dive into the wild world of Animal House, the 1978 college comedy that took the film industry by storm and redefined what it meant to be outrageous. Directed by John Landis and produced by Matty Simmons and Ivan Reitman, this iconic film introduced us to the infamous Delta Tau Chi fraternity at Faber College, whose antics and irreverence set a new standard for college comedies. But did you know that some of Animal House's most memorable moments were born from spontaneous creativity and happy accidents? In this video, we'll take you behind the scenes to explore the stories and mishaps that contributed to the film's legendary status. One of the most famous lines, "Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?" might have started as a simple mistake, but it became a symbol of the film's unpredictable humor and rebellious spirit. Join us as we unravel the controversy, creativity, and chaos that shaped Animal House into the timeless classic it is today. Buckle up for a hilarious journey through the making of a comedy masterpiece, the origins and legacy of Animal House, an in-depth exploration. National Lampoon's Animal House is more than just a 1978 comedy classic. It's a cultural phenomenon that redefined the genre and left an indelible mark on American cinema. The film's journey to the big screen was as chaotic and unpredictable as its on-screen antics, characterized by a series of improbable events and creative gambles that culminated in one of the most iconic comedies of all time. The making of a legend, from rejection to resounding success. At the heart of Animal House's story is its improbable journey from near obscurity to blockbuster success. The film, directed by John Landis and produced by Matty Simmons and Ivan Reitman, was a product of its time, but also a product of significant resistance and numerous creative struggles. Universal Studios, which initially showed little enthusiasm for the project, had reservations about the film's unconventional humor and irreverent tone. Despite these reservations, the film's screenplay, which was a spin-off of National Lampoon's Cooley High, eventually found a home at the studio, thanks to the persistence of young executive Sean Daniel. The casting conundrum, navigating the complexities of talent. The casting process for Animal House was fraught with its own set of challenges. The original script, penned by Harold Rauschenberg and National Lampoon magazine writers Doug Kenney and Chris Miller, envisioned roles that were quite different from those that ultimately appeared on screen. For example, the character of Eric Otter Stratton was initially intended for Chevy Chase, while the roles of D-Day and Bluto were written with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi in mind, respectively. John Landis, who had recently made a name for himself with Kentucky Fried Movie, was determined to shape the film's cast in his own vision. He was adamant about avoiding an ensemble of Saturday Night Live, SNL stars, despite the studio's pressure to do so. Landis's approach was both strategic and personal. During a critical lunch meeting with Chevy Chase, Landis deliberately made statements that he knew would dissuade Chase from joining the project. Landis emphasized the ensemble nature of the film, implying that Chase's role would be less prominent compared to his solo work. Chase's decision to leave the project opened the door for Tim Matheson, who was eventually cast as Otter. Matheson's journey to securing the role was not straightforward. At the time, Matheson was largely typecast as a cowboy, following his roles on Bonanza and The Quest. Despite his reluctance, Matheson was first offered the role of Omega President Greg Marmalard, a part he rejected in favor of auditioning for Otter. His persistence paid off, when he was finally given the opportunity to audition in front of Landis alongside Peter Riegert, who would go on to play Boone. Landis's decision to cast Matheson as Otter was pivotal, and it marked the beginning of the film's path to success. Filming chaos and character bonds, a behind-the-scenes look. Filming Animal House was a chaotic but memorable experience. The movie was shot at the University of Oregon in Eugene during the fall of 1977, a decision that added a layer of authenticity to the college setting. The cast, including Matheson, Riegert, and Belushi, arrived a week before production began to bond and immerse themselves in their roles. This period of bonding was crucial in creating the on-screen chemistry that became one of the film's hallmarks. One of the most notable aspects of the filming experience was the camaraderie among the cast members. Matheson fondly recalls his first meeting with John Belushi, who, despite his larger-than-life persona, was remarkably gracious and welcoming. Their bond extended beyond their professional relationship, highlighting the personal connections that developed during the production. Despite the film's depiction of wild parties and excessive drinking, Landis maintained strict on-set rules. He ensured that the actors adhered to a professional standard, prohibiting any on-set antics that might disrupt filming. According to Matheson, the on-set atmosphere was one of disciplined professionalism, with Landis emphasizing the importance of maintaining focus during work hours. However, post-filming downtime presented a different scenario. The cast's motel became a hub of activity, with Bruce McGill's room turning into a party central. Kevin Bacon, who played a pledge from the rival Omega fraternity, humorously recalled being excluded from these raucous gatherings, which added to the film's lore of off-screen debauchery. The accidental genius of John Belushi, improvisation and iconic moments. One of the most memorable aspects of Animal House is its spontaneous and irreverent humor, much of which can be attributed to the improvisational genius of John Belushi. Belushi's portrayal of Bluto Blutarsky became iconic, thanks in part to his ability to ad-lib and infuse his character with a unique blend of charisma and absurdity. One of the film's most famous lines, "Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?" Hell no, was not part of the original script. Instead, it was a moment of pure improvisation by Belushi. This line, while historically inaccurate, captured Bluto's passionate and misguided sense of defiance, reflecting the film's overall irreverent tone. Director John Landis recognized the comedic potential of Belushi's impromptu delivery and encouraged him to play it straight, resulting in a line that has since become synonymous with the film's spirit. Belushi's improvisational skills extended beyond this famous line. His ability to stay in character while delivering spontaneous lines contributed significantly to the film's comedic impact. Many of the film's funniest moments were enhanced by Belushi's improvisation, adding to the film's reputation for unpredictable and outrageous humor. Iconic scenes and lines. The legacy of Animal House is filled with memorable scenes and lines that have become ingrained in popular culture. One such scene is the initiation ceremony of Kevin Bacon's character, Chip, at the Omega fraternity. In this character-building, or perhaps soul-crushing event, Chip is paddled while repeatedly pleading, "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" This line encapsulates the film's comedic genius by contrasting the regimented Omega House with the chaotic Delta Tau Chi fraternity. The scene's blend of physical comedy and ironic humor highlights the film's ability to turn uncomfortable situations into comedic gold. Another standout moment is Otter's sarcastic comment during a disciplinary board meeting, where he delivers the line, "United States of America, gentlemen." This line, dripping with sarcasm, exemplifies Otter's devil-may-care attitude towards authority. It serves as a comedic mic drop, emphasizing the film's critique of institutional power. The grocery store scene, where Otter flirts with Dean Wormer's wife using vegetables, is another example of the film's bold humor. Otter's persistence in wooing her, even after realizing her identity, showcases his charm and disregard for societal norms. This scene blends humor with a touch of audacity, reflecting the film's irreverent approach to comedy. The impact and legacy. Redefining comedy. The impact of Animal House on comedy and popular culture cannot be overstated. Its unapologetic irreverence and wild antics set a new standard for comedic films, influencing countless movies and television shows that followed. The film's success marked a significant shift in comedic cinema, proving that there was a market for humor that pushed boundaries and challenged conventions. The film's legacy extends beyond its humorous content. It established a benchmark for future comedies, setting a high bar for outrageous humor and anti-establishment themes. The lines and scenes from Animal House have become part of the cultural lexicon, and its influence can be seen in the work of subsequent filmmakers and comedians. In conclusion, Animal House is not just a film. It's a cultural touchstone that redefined the comedy genre. Its journey from near cancellation to iconic status is a testament to the creativity, perseverance, and improvisational brilliance of its cast and crew. The film's legacy continues to resonate with audiences, ensuring that its wild, irreverent humor remains as relevant today as it was in 1978. Dean Wormer's infamous proclamation that Delta House is on double-secret probation introduces us to one of the most memorable and absurd elements of National Lampoon's Animal House. This concept of double-secret probation is a tongue-in-cheek escalation of traditional disciplinary measures, highlighting the film's penchant for outrageous humor and satirical commentary on authority. To fully appreciate the significance of this declaration, it is essential to delve into the layers of humor and the underlying critique of institutional control that Animal House presents. The concept of double-secret probation. The notion of double-secret probation is introduced in a dramatic outburst by Dean Vernon Wormer, played by the brilliant actor John Vernon. Wormer, the quintessential authoritarian figure, is frustrated by Delta House's continuous misconduct and unruly behavior. His use of double-secret probation is a humorous exaggeration of academic disciplinary actions intended to convey the severity of the situation while simultaneously poking fun at the often arbitrary and bureaucratic nature of institutional punishment. In reality, the term double-secret probation does not exist in any official handbook or regulation. It is a fabricated concept designed to underscore the dean's overreaching authority and the absurdity of his attempts to control the fraternity. Wormer's frustration is palpable as he declares that the fraternity has used up all their chances and is now on this mysterious and non-existent probation status. The humor lies in the fact that the concept is so ludicrous that it reflects the dean's desperation to exert control over a group that embodies chaos and rebellion. This declaration serves as a pivotal moment in the film, encapsulating the clash between the rigid authority of the institution and the carefree, rule-breaking spirit of the fraternity members. Dean Wormer's iron fist and absurdity. Dean Wormer's attempt to govern Delta House with an iron fist is emblematic of the film's satire on authority figures. Wormer is portrayed as a caricature of administrative rigidity, his attempts to impose control on the fraternity marked by an over-the-top demeanor and a series of increasingly ridiculous rules and threats. His character is designed to be a foil to the free-spirited members of Delta House, highlighting the absurdity of trying to impose order on such an inherently anarchic environment. Wormer's iron-fisted approach is humorously undermined by his own absurdity. The dean's methods are so extreme and disconnected from reality that they become laughable. His attempts to curb the fraternity's behavior only serve to emphasize the gulf between the authoritarian administration and the students who refuse to conform. The film uses this dynamic to critique the often arbitrary and ineffective nature of institutional authority. Bluto's existential angst and ironic twist. One of the most poignant and comedic moments in the film is Bluto's lament about his academic career being down the drain. Bluto, played by the legendary John Belushi, represents the quintessential anti-hero of the film. Despite his lengthy time at college, his academic achievements are minimal, amounting to a series of memorable parties and antics rather than scholarly accomplishments. His despairing exclamation, "Christ, 7 years of college down the drain, might as well join the fucking Peace Corps," captures a blend of existential angst and humorous resignation. Bluto's character is a satirical take on the college experience, reflecting the disillusionment of students who find their academic efforts and achievements to be ultimately inconsequential in the grand scheme of life. The irony of Bluto's situation is amplified by the fact that his post-college trajectory, as a successful senator, suggests that even those who flout conventional paths may eventually find their place in the world. This ironic twist adds depth to the film's commentary on the unpredictability of life and the often arbitrary nature of success. The infamous cafeteria food fight. No discussion of Animal House would be complete without mentioning the iconic cafeteria food fight. This scene is a prime example of the film's celebration of anarchic humor and collective rebellion. The food fight is not merely a chaotic spectacle, but a symbol of the fraternity members' unity and their disdain for institutional norms. The scene epitomizes the film's embrace of disorder and its critique of the sanitized, orderly nature of academic institutions. In the cafeteria, the Delta House members and their friends engage in an all-out brawl with food, turning the mundane act of dining into a riotous celebration of youthful exuberance. The food fight serves as a cathartic release of pent-up frustrations and a rejection of the stifling constraints imposed by the authorities. It's a moment of pure, unrestrained joy, highlighting the film's commitment to celebrating the wild and rebellious spirit of youth. Otter's romantic misadventures. The character of Otter, portrayed by Tim Matheson, is another key element of the film's humor. Otter's attempt to woo Dean Wormer's wife in the grocery store scene is a memorable example of the film's irreverent approach to romance and social norms. Otter's use of vegetables as his romantic props is both absurd and charming, reflecting his confidence and disregard for conventional propriety. The scene is a testament to Otter's charismatic and audacious nature, as he continues his pursuit despite realizing the woman's identity. His persistence and charm, combined with his unconventional methods, create a humorous and endearing portrayal of a character who is unapologetically himself. This scene further underscores the film's celebration of individuality and its critique of societal expectations. Dean Wormer's exasperation and irony. Dean Wormer's cutting remark, "Drunk and stupid is no way to go through life, son," embodies his exasperation with the fraternity's behavior. While the dean's words carry a kernel of truth, they also reveal his own limitations as an educator. His attempt to mold the students into model citizens is rendered ironic by the absurdity of his methods and the ineffectiveness of his authority. Wormer's character becomes a caricature of rigid authority, delivering humor through the irony of his actions. His frustration with the fraternity's antics and his attempts to impose order only serve to highlight the disconnect between the institution's expectations and the students' rebellious spirit. The film uses this dynamic to critique the often arbitrary and ineffective nature of institutional control. The iconic toga party. The toga party scene is one of the film's most iconic moments, capturing the essence of Animal House's celebration of unrestrained revelry. The chant, "Toga, toga, toga," transforms an ordinary bedsheet into a symbol of wild, carefree fun. This scene encapsulates the film's spirit of youthful exuberance and its belief in the importance of joy, friendship, and spontaneous celebration. The toga party serves as a metaphor for the film's larger themes of rebellion and the rejection of societal norms. It's a celebration of the unconventional and the absurd, reflecting the film's commitment to pushing boundaries and embracing the chaos of college life. The scene's infectious energy and memorable chant have become a cultural touchstone, embodying the film's enduring appeal and its influence on college culture. Behind the scenes, chaos and immersion. The production of Animal House was as chaotic and unconventional as the film itself. The cast members were encouraged to fully immerse themselves in their roles as fraternity brothers, leading to some unforgettable real-life experiences. One notorious incident involved the cast attending a real frat party on the University of Oregon campus, which quickly devolved into an all-out brawl. The altercation began when the cast was subjected to offensive remarks from inebriated football players. James Widdows, who played Hoover, retaliated by throwing a beer, sparking a physical confrontation. The fight resulted in injuries, including a black eye for Bruce McGill, who played D-Day. Despite McGill's attempt to cover up the true cause of his injury, the incident highlighted the film's commitment to embracing the chaos of college life. Following this encounter, the cast and crew chose to confine their partying to their side of the freeway motel, where they created their own rowdy environment. The discovery of an old piano in the motel lobby led to a series of impromptu parties, complete with liquor, music, and what was described as strange smoke. These parties served as a way for the actors to bond and get into character, reflecting the immersive nature of the film's production. The immersive experience. John Landis, the film's director, encouraged the actors playing Delta members to bond and get into character before filming began. This included decorating the Delta house with graffiti and treating the actors playing Omega members as adversaries. Mark Metcalf, who portrayed Niedermeyer, vividly remembered being pelted with food to stay in character, while John Belushi, despite his reputation for wild behavior, remained relatively restrained during the shoot. Belushi's sobriety during the production was attributed to his dedication to his role, though his behavior became more problematic during the filming of The Blues Brothers. The character of Bluto was inspired by real-life antics, such as pouring mustard on his head and crawling on the dance floor. This inspiration added authenticity to Belushi's portrayal and reflected the film's commitment to capturing the spirit of college rebellion. Casting and filming challenges. The casting process for Animal House was as unconventional as the film itself. Many of the actors were relatively unknown, and their casting stories reflect the film's irreverent approach. Mark Metcalf, who landed the role of Niedermeyer, lied about his horseback riding skills to secure the part. Stephen Furst, who played Flounder, got his big break by delivering a pizza with his resume inside the box. Kevin Bacon's smarminess as a waiter caught the casting director's eye, fitting his character perfectly. Finding a college willing to host the filming proved challenging. After being rejected by several schools, the University of Oregon finally agreed, largely because they did not read the script. The university's president was eager to avoid missing another opportunity, having previously turned down The Graduate due to its risque content. The film's depiction of Delta House's antics, which were far more lowbrow than those in The Graduate, ultimately found a home at the University of Oregon. Despite Universal Pictures' initial skepticism and modest budget, the film's creators were given creative freedom to explore their vision. The film's success was a testament to the filmmaker's ability to embrace the chaotic spirit of college life and to push the boundaries of traditional comedy. National Lampoon's Animal House is a comedic masterpiece that blends irreverent humor with a satirical critique of institutional authority. Its iconic moments, from the outrageous double-secret probation to the legendary toga party, capture the essence of youthful rebellion and the celebration of life's chaotic moments. The film's behind-the-scenes stories and unconventional casting further highlight its commitment to authenticity and immersive storytelling. By embracing the wild and unpredictable nature of college life, Animal House has cemented its place as a beloved cultural touchstone. Its influence on college culture and comedy endures, reflecting the film's enduring appeal and its ability to capture the spirit of youthful exuberance and rebellion. Origins and creative evolution. The journey of Animal House began with a script titled Freshman Year, penned by Harold Rauschenberg. Initially, this script received a tepid reception, failing to ignite the interest of major studios. The narrative, which focused on the college experience, lacked the sharp edge and irreverence that would come to define Animal House. In a bid to reinvigorate the concept, Rauschenberg collaborated with Doug Kenny, one of the co-founders of National Lampoon. Their partnership gave rise to Laser Orgy Girls, a script that took a radically different approach by centering on Charles Manson's high school exploits. Laser Orgy Girls was an audacious and controversial project, beginning with a scene where Manson, confined in a padded cell, addresses the audience. The script was deemed too outrageous even by the standards of the time, leading to its rejection. Despite the initial shock value, the script's extreme content highlighted the creative boundary pushing that characterized the early days of National Lampoon. The decision to shift the setting from high school to college marked a pivotal turning point in the film's development. Drawing inspiration from their own fraternity experiences, Kenny and Rauschenberg reimagined the story within a college setting, infusing it with the irreverent humor and satirical edge that would become its hallmark. This transformation allowed the film to explore themes of rebellion and youthful exuberance in a way that resonated more deeply with audiences. John Landis, known for his innovative directorial approach, joined the project, helping to refine the script and shape the final product. Landis, who had previously worked with Donald Sutherland on Kelly's Heroes, leveraged this connection to bring Sutherland on board as Professor Dave Jennings. Sutherland's involvement was crucial in securing the film's production, lending credibility and star power to a project that was still very much in flux. The casting and filming experience casting Animal House involved a mix of established actors and relative newcomers, each bringing their own flair to the film. John Belushi, who played the iconic role of Bluto, was integral to the film's success. Belushi's portrayal of Bluto was characterized by his boundless energy and improvisational skills, which infused the character with a larger-than-life presence. His commitment to the role was evident in his ability to turn spontaneous moments into comedic gold, from the infamous "Toga, Toga, Toga" chant to his wild antics throughout the film. However, Belushi's brilliance came with its own set of challenges. For instance, one memorable scene involved Bluto participating in a grotesque vomiting contest, which was initially scripted as a more tame sequence. Landis, known for pushing boundaries, amplified the scene's intensity, making it both shocking and darkly humorous. This sequence was a testament to the film's willingness to embrace the absurd and the grotesque, further solidifying its reputation as a groundbreaking comedy. Kevin Bacon, who played the antagonist Chip Diller, faced his own set of difficulties during the filming. The infamous hazing scene, where Bacon's character is subjected to repeated paddling, was initially intended to be a humorous exaggeration of fraternity initiation rituals. However, Landis's decision to push the scene beyond its scripted limits led to Bacon experiencing real physical discomfort. The paddle, originally made of balsa wood, was replaced with a heavier version to heighten the realism of the scene. Bacon was required to repeatedly utter the line, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" while enduring increasingly painful strikes. This moment, intended to be comedic, turned into an uncomfortably authentic experience for Bacon, highlighting a problematic aspect of the film's production. The use of physical discomfort as a tool for authenticity was a reflection of the film's broader approach to capturing the chaotic spirit of college life, but it also raised ethical concerns that would be addressed in later years. The division among cast members. The production of Animal House was marked by a deliberate division between the cast members, reflecting the film's portrayal of good versus evil. Landis's decision to maintain a separation between the Delta House members, the protagonists, and the Omega House members, the antagonists, extended beyond the screen, creating a real-life divide that impacted the actors' experiences. Kevin Bacon, who was part of the antagonist group, felt a sense of isolation due to the enforced separation. The division was so pronounced that it affected off-screen interactions, with the antagonists and protagonists largely avoiding contact with each other. This separation intensified Bacon's sense of alienation and underscored the challenging dynamics of filming. Mark Metcalf, who portrayed the insufferable ROTC cadet Niedermeyer, embraced the division as a means to deepen his character. Metcalf chose to remain in his room above Bruce McGill's, where the Delta House parties took place. By distancing himself from the revelry, Metcalf was able to focus on his role and develop a more nuanced portrayal of Niedermeyer. His approach highlighted the extent to which Landis's directorial methods influenced the cast's experience and the ethical implications of such an approach. Ethical implications and industry standards. The production methods employed during Animal House reflect a bygone era of filmmaking, where the pursuit of authenticity sometimes came at the expense of actor well-being. The use of physical discomfort and enforced separation would be viewed critically by today's industry standards, which emphasize the importance of creating a safe and supportive environment for actors. Modern filmmaking practices prioritize collaboration, communication, and actor safety, recognizing that a positive working environment contributes to a more successful and ethical production. The experiences of Bacon and others on the set of Animal House serve as a reminder of the industry's evolution and the growing awareness of the need for ethical practices in filmmaking. Despite the rough patches during production, Kevin Bacon's reflections on his experience with John Landis offer a more nuanced view of their relationship. Bacon acknowledged Landis's warmth and humor outside of the pressures of the set, painting a complex picture of their interactions that transcended the challenges faced during filming. This perspective highlights the personal and professional dynamics that shaped the film's creation. The film's cultural impact. National Lampoon's Animal House has left an indelible mark on comedy and popular culture. Its irreverent humor, unforgettable characters, and iconic lines have cemented its status as a timeless classic. The film's influence is evident in subsequent comedies, from Old School to Superbad, which have drawn inspiration from Animal House's blend of youthful rebellion and outrageous humor. The film's ability to turn accidental moments into legendary quotes is a testament to its enduring charm. Lines like, "Toga, toga, toga," and "Thank you, sir, may I have another?" have become part of the cultural lexicon, capturing the essence of the film's wild and anarchic spirit. Controversies and reactions. Animal House was not without its controversies. Critics at the time were divided over its portrayal of college life, with some accusing the film of glorifying delinquency and promoting negative stereotypes of fraternity culture. The film's irreverent humor and unapologetic depiction of youthful excess sparked debates about its impact on societal norms and values. Despite these controversies, the film's popularity continued to grow, fueled by its reputation for pushing boundaries and its appeal to audiences seeking an escape from conventional norms. Animal House became a symbol of countercultural rebellion during a period of social change, resonating with viewers who appreciated its irreverent take on authority and tradition. The infamous hazing scene in particular remains a focal point of discussion. While it was intended to be a humorous exaggeration of fraternity initiation rituals, the scene's depiction of physical punishment raised ethical questions about the portrayal of such practices. Kevin Bacon's first-hand account of the scene's discomfort underscores the complex nature of balancing comedy with sensitivity. National Lampoon's Animal House is a film that defies easy categorization. It is a comedy that pushed the boundaries of the genre, blending planned and accidental moments to create a masterpiece of cinematic humor. The film's legacy is marked by its ability to capture the chaotic spirit of college life, its impact on comedy, and its cultural significance as a symbol of rebellion and youthful exuberance. The film's creation was a tumultuous process, characterized by creative experimentation, ethical challenges, and a commitment to capturing the essence of its subject matter. From the early script drafts to the final cut, Animal House embodies the spirit of spontaneity and creativity that defines great filmmaking. As audiences continue to revisit the film, its influence remains evident in the world of comedy, a testament to the enduring power of its humor and its ability to resonate across generations. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into National Lampoon's Animal House. We truly appreciate your support and enthusiasm for exploring the rich history and impact of this iconic film. A special thank you to our dedicated viewers who contribute with your comments, suggestions, and shares. Your engagement keeps our content vibrant and meaningful. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Your continued support helps us bring more fascinating insights and stories to life. Until next time, keep celebrating the magic of cinema.